Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about generations. Um, it's not anything to do with comic books or anything. Well, it does have anything to do with comic books. It's just in general. I've been coming to find out this upcoming generation after me is lazy. It is really getting lazy and stuff like that. I've been reading a lot of sequel series, books, spin-offs or whatever off of original stuff, or even watching shows and movies and stuff like that that's been going on for years with the same character. And I'm really getting annoyed where they introduce these new characters that are coming up, and for some reason they're better. They are just better and doing better than the original character ever have. And I just don't like it. I am getting really annoyed because it breaks the fundamental of storytelling and character development. No matter what anybody says, you need to have character development. And in order to have character development, you can't have the new character keep upstaging the old characters who actually worked years to get to where they at, just because, oh, all of a sudden they're a prodigy, all of a sudden this or that, or blase blase or whatever. No, it's lazy storytelling, and I'm tired that we done got accustomed to it, because being a fan of these franchises that's been going on for a long time or whatever, I've read a lot of these things. I've read the changes and stuff like that, changes of the guard, all that nonsense or whatever. But usually it's more respectable. But ever since we got to like the 2010s, these new generation characters coming up, they just kind of just can do everything without much of a showing. And then fans of old are like, hey, this doesn't work or whatever. And then you got these new generation fans that be like, well, I like it because blase 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 and all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, no, that's not how character development works. That's not how any of this works. You can't just introduce a new character and all of a sudden the character don't have to train, the character don't have to go through growth, this character don't have to go through anything, but they can just come out of nowhere and be the best at everything or whatever. It makes absolutely no sense, and it does a disservice to these new characters. And people wonder why people reject new characters in general, because it's always the same trope with a lot of these new characters. A lot of these new characters are either the children, the a prodigy, a successor, or just a brand new person coming in to an established line, and they're doing things better than the main protagonists or the characters that have been around for years that you've been watching grow and develop, or even reading about in certain cases and stuff like that. And then for the new character to do things that the old character still haven't done yet makes absolutely no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense to me. It comes off as pandering. It comes off as lazy. You can't keep having these characters come out of nowhere, upstaging the old class, the old characters, breaking the established rules that was set up, and say, oh, this is cool. No, what? No, 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 it's not. It's not good. I'm really getting annoyed seeing that within comic books, within books, within manga, within anime, within TV shows, where they literally have a new character keep upstaging the old characters, and then they wonder why. I wonder why fans don't like this character. uh, there's your answer. You literally introduced this new character, and you keep telling us that they're this amazing character or whatever, or they're better or whatever, but you don't really show it. You don't show the earnest of that. You just jump in where they just this amazing character, be all end all, and then tell the fans, oh, look how amazing this character is. And then you have articles that are talking about how better the new characters are compared to the old guard characters. There seems to be no correlation, no respect given to the old characters who had to work their way to get to where they at now. It's like they want this instant gratification, and I don't like it. I'm tired of, being a fan of a franchise for a long time, and then these new characters come in and upstage the old characters and do things that we've been wanting the old characters to do for years, but the new character does, and then you got these fanboys, trying to tell you that, oh, this is amazing, that character deserves it or whatever. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it's new. You need to get over yourself and stuff like that. Why would I root for some new character coming in doing something that I've been wanting the old character to do, or upstaging the old character without any good reasoning? Without any good reasoning. Because storytelling, you would want to grow that character. The new character shouldn't never upstage the old character without giving reasons. You have to show that growth. You have to show that change. You cannot just jump in and just think you can do that. That's just like throwing a new swimmer into the deep end and tell them, and they can just magically swim without ever touching water. No, it's one in a million, and that's what's not happening. It's not one in a million of these characters doing. Is every franchise nowadays seems to bring in a new character that is literally doing better than the old characters, and a lot of them don't even respect the old characters on the shows, movies, books, anime, manga, all of that. And yet I'm supposed to be happy about that? I'm sorry, that doesn't make any kind of sense. It makes absolutely no kind of sense to have that going on. Not one bit. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit up here and agree that I'm supposed to be okay with these new things. And then don't get me started with the whole, oh, well, if you don't like it, don't watch it or something like that. I've been watching this stuff or reading this stuff for years. You're not going to sit up here and tell me I'm supposed to be okay with a new character coming in and upstaging the old character when I've been reading or watching this character grow for years on end, and seeing the growth and change just for a new character to come in and take all the glory. No, no, that's trash to me. No, that's trash. That's hot garbage. That is poor storytelling, and that's lazy. That is lazy. You're trying to get people to like a character and talking about, oh, and then when you criticize a new character, people don't want you to criticize a new character. Oh, nothing's wrong with the new character, and then they want to try to list all of the problems with the old character. What? That makes absolutely no sense. You can make a list about everything that the old character does wrong, but the new characters aren't allowed to be criticized because reasons? No, I'm sorry. That's trash to me. That is trash. That's laziness. We need to stop with the nonsense. Go back to the hero's journey. Please go back to hero's journey and character development, because a lot of these shows, movies, books, and stuff like that are missing a lot of that, because these characters are literally coming out of nowhere doing whatever. They're literally doing whatever and doing it better than the original characters without any given cause or rhyme to it. I'm sorry, that's not how this works. Even in fiction, I'm tired of these characters breaking that mold because there are a new generation of people who are too lazy or tired of the old ways or whatever. I'm sorry, that's not, life works. Life, the way character development works is the same thing in real life. You can't just jump into something, you know for instance, if you want to become a bodybuilder or whatever, you can't just one day wake up, especially if you never lifted weights, and upstage a professional. You just can't. You literally can't. You can't become a prodigy within a week of lifting weights. It's just impossible. It takes time and effort and development. just like children. Children don't just come out the womb as adults. They have to grow and change and learn as well. And that's what's happening is these characters are coming out of nowhere without any rhyme or reason and just doing whatever and upstaging the old guards and almost ignoring the rules that were set up and pull a lucky move out their asses a lot of times, to be honest. And then when you call BS on it, you want to have people defending it, talking this and that. No, I'm sorry, you're not going to sit up here with that nonsense with me. No, I've been reading, watching, supporting this stuff for years. You're not going to sit up here and come up here and try to tell me how I better feel about these new characters. No, I'm sorry. I will always be harsher on new characters because new characters don't seem to deserve anything or haven't earned it compared to old characters. So no, I'm not going to sit up here and agree and be the old yoki doki with the new generation characters. I'm sorry, that's not how that works. And we need to stop. We need to get people out of that mode where it comes easy or comes natural to the new generational characters. It don't. It don't. It might become a little bit easier to get to, but it should never just be given, if that makes sense. But yeah, that was my little thoughts about the generational stuff with movies, entertainment in general. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later.